Alright, week 5. Not sure if you can hear me, a bit windy again. But day 1 on week 5, Monday. Got to the track here to do the 400 intervals. Try and do 4 or 5. I think I'm still a little bit congested, a bit phlegmy. But I feel like it's just clearing it out now. I'm right at the end of it. So hopefully this week we can have a solid week. But yeah, I'll try for 4 or 5 400s. I'm at the track. I got my running shoes on today, so my nice running shoes, so we'll see how we go. It's a bit fresh, but yeah, I'm ready to hit the session here. Hopefully this week we can get all 3 in. I'll let you know how I've gone once I'm finished this and I'm on the cool down. Okay, I just finished the 4x100 intervals. I did 5. I did one walking lap warm up, 5x400s, 90 seconds rest in between, and now I'm just on a little cool down walk. I did check my heart rate a couple of times. Surprisingly, I think the max I saw was about 162, which is pretty good. So just do a 300 or 400 cool down, and that'll be today's session. It'll only be about maybe 3.5 Ks or something, 2 Ks of the actual 400s, the 90 seconds in between, and then the warm up and the cool down. So session 1, week 5. Alright, what day is it? Tuesday, week 5. Quick little tempo session around the oval here. Not going to be long today, lunch break, so I'll get in what I can. But I'm feeling pretty good after yesterday's session, so we'll see how we go once we started. Okay, I'm on the cool down walk home. Just did 4 laps of the oval. About 2 Ks at decent pace. I think pretty much the whole time I was under 6 kilometre pace. Heart rate was sitting in threshold most of the time above 156. The last probably 350, 400, I pushed a bit harder. And I think the heart rate jumped up into the 170s. But I've done, I think, just a bit over 3 Ks. So I did the walk there. I did a full lap walking warm up. And then 4 laps running around the oval, and now it's about a 500 cool down walk home. So it'll be probably between 3.5 and 4 Ks total. I think the active running time was about 12 minutes, so a little bit shorter than the plan of about 20 odd minutes. But that's all we're going to get in today. Probably sleeping with the little guy tonight, so I wanted to bank something today because I'll probably be too tired tomorrow, Wednesday. Thursday I got to get up at like stupid o'clock to go into the office, so then that would leave Friday, and that's pushing it a bit close to the long run. So I'll get a short tempo session in today, and that leaves me fresh for the long run on Friday or Saturday. So we'll get the long run in then, a bit nice and fresh, so hopefully we can get a nice long one in. Alright, just after 6 AM Friday, out for the slow long session on the warm-up walk. I think today we'll try for at least 10 kilometers. I'm not sure what the best or the longest slow one we've done so far is, but it might have been 10.5 or something. I know we did a 12-kilometer hike, but that wasn't jogging, so I think just over 10 is the best. So we'll see if we can get the best, or if we can just get at least 10 Ks this morning. That would be good. And then we'll start work. So we've hit the previous 2 sessions. I'm actually still not 100%, which is quite weird. I'm still coughing up some phlegm, so hopefully next week I'll be 100%, but we've still got the sessions in this week. Hasn't impacted me too much, fortunately. It's just impacting my sleep a little bit at the moment, so I tend to go to sleep okay, but then when I wake up I can take a while to go back to sleep because I get a bit, got like a tingle in the back of my throat, and I get a bit coffee, so it stops me from going back to sleep. But yeah, Friday morning, week 5, we're out for the long session. Okay, so I've just finished the morning long session, 13.3 kilometers, an hour and 35 minutes. So there was 500 warm up in that, and then the rest of it was actually jogging. So I even jogged back. I'm just doing my cool down walk now afterwards. So that was what, over 12.5 kilometers jogging. So heart rate for the most part was under 150 for the last maybe 3 or 4 laps. So what, last couple of Ks, it pushed up into threshold, sitting in the 160s. But I feel all right. So I think that's the longest session so far. That's the last session for week 5. I'll do a little recap back at the desk later. All right, that's week 5 in the books. So we got the 3 sessions in this week. Monday, we went to the track, did the interval session, 5x400s for a total of 3.3 kilometers. That ended up being 6:31 kilometers per hour pace. The next day, Tuesday, we did the tempo session. Wasn't as long, but it was 4 laps of the oval at 2 kilometers. So that's 2 kilometers. Total kilometers, 3.53. 2 of that was at tempo pace. And then this morning went out for the slow long jog. Friday, 13.31 kilometers at total pace of 7:12 kilometer pace. So I'm feeling a bit better. This sickness, I think, is finally on the way out. I've been saying that for a couple of weeks. I think it's been about 2.5 weeks now I've been sick. You can probably tell I'm still a little congested. Bit of a cough, but I think come next week, hopefully, I'll be on the tail end, fully done. So next week, we'll get to the track and we'll try and see if my 5 kilometer time has improved at all. We'll try and get the full 3 sessions in. Maybe the tempo session will be the 5K time trial. So I'll do the intervals, the slow session, and then make the tempo my 5K time trial. That'll be the aim for week 6. Hopefully, fully recovered, and we can get that in. But like I said, I'm still trying to get the training in the best I can, even though I'm not feeling the best. But I feel like it's finally on the tail end now, and we're getting better. So yeah, but I'm hitting the sessions the best I can, and hopefully this is all adding up and improving. Today's session, I felt like I wasn't really super puffed. Like the cardio was fine. It was more the soreness in my legs and mainly in my hips, like up near the top of my quads, was getting quite sore towards the end. The heart rate was below threshold most of the time, but about the last probably 2 Ks or so, it started to creep up into the 160s towards the higher end of threshold and almost into the max threshold, max heart rate range. But other than that, I felt pretty good. So yeah, that's week 5 in the books. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all next week. Cheers.